Hello, and welcome back, everyone, to the Grow Everyday podcast. I'm so happy to be here with you today in our space where we learn, grow, and discover our potential together. Friends, when you hear the word negotiation, what's the first image that comes to your mind? For a lot of people, it might be a tense boardroom scene with two sides staring each other down, each trying to get the upper hand. Or maybe you think of intense haggling at a market. Or perhaps the most nerve-wracking scenario of all, walking into your boss's office to ask for a raise. The word negotiation often makes us feel like it's a fight or a battle, a conflict where there has to be a winner and a loser. This feeling causes many of us, especially those who are naturally people pleasers or dislike conflict, to avoid these situations entirely. And that's such a shame, because in reality, negotiation is a skill we all use every single day without even realizing it. From small things like deciding with a friend on where to eat dinner, to bigger things like planning a future with a partner or agreeing on the scope of a project with a client. So today, I want to invite you to completely reframe how we look at negotiation. We're going to talk about win-win negotiation, where the goal isn't to beat the other person, but to collaborate to find the best possible solution for everyone involved. It's the art of transforming an opponent into a teammate, working together to solve the same problem. In this episode, we'll explore three main areas. First, the mindset shift from battlefield to a collaborative table, where we'll retune our thinking. Second, we'll open up the negotiator's toolkit, how to prepare and communicate creatively. And finally, we'll step into the arena, practical techniques for handling tough spots and finding common ground. This skill won't just help you get more of what you want, it will also help you build and maintain stronger relationships, and most importantly, boost your own self-confidence. Are you ready to turn that feeling of fear into a feeling of empowerment and grow this skill together? If you are, let's dive in. Before we learn any techniques, the most important thing is to build the right foundation in our minds. If we start with the right attitude, everything that follows becomes so much easier. Shift from me versus you to us versus the problem. This is the absolute heart of a win-win mindset. Imagine this. Instead of sitting on opposite sides of a table as adversaries, picture yourself and the other person sitting on the same side of the table. And on the table in front of you is the problem. You and the other person are a team, and your shared goal is to solve that problem together. Example. Let's say you and your roommate disagree about using the air conditioner at night. Your roommate gets hot easily, but you get cold and you're worried about the electricity bill. Old mindset. Me versus you. Are you turning on the AC again? I'm freezing and it's wasting money. This feels like an attack. New mindset, us versus the problem. Hey, can we chat about the AC for a sec? It seems like the problem is you're feeling too hot to sleep, while I'm feeling too cold and a bit stressed about the bill. Why don't we brainstorm some ideas so we can both get a comfortable night's sleep? See how that instantly becomes an invitation to solve a shared problem? 2. Understand interests, not just positions. There's a classic story about two sisters who are fighting over the last orange. They both insist they need the whole orange. This is their position. If their mother came in and judged it like a fight, she might just cut it in half, a lose-lose compromise. But a wise mother would ask, why do you want the orange? The first sister might say, I need the peel to bake a cake. The other might say, I want the juice to drink. These are their interests. Once their true interests are revealed, they can both get 100% of what they want. How to apply this? Before and during a negotiation, ask yourself and try to understand from them, what do they really need here? And what's truly important to me? Often the most creative and satisfying solutions are found by addressing these underlying interests. 3. Know your BATNA, best alternative to a negotiated agreement. This might sound a little technical, but it's simple and powerful. Your BATNA is your best backup plan if you can't reach an agreement. Knowing your BATNA isn't about planning to fail. It's about creating a safety net for yourself. It allows you to enter the negotiation with confidence, not desperation. Example, if you're negotiating a salary for a new job, your BATNA might be an offer from another company or staying at my current job, which is pretty good. Having a BATNA helps you know what your walkaway point is and gives you the courage to say no thank you if an offer truly isn't good enough. Making these 3 mindset shifts creates a stage for productive conversation. It lowers the tension and opens the door to new possibilities you might have never considered before. Once our mindset is in the right place, it's time to prepare our tools before we step into the arena. Great preparation can boost our confidence immensely. Tool number 1, homework is power. Never walk into a negotiation unprepared. Doing your research beforehand helps you understand what is possible, reasonable, and fair. What to prepare? Objective data. If you're asking for a raise, research the average market salary for your position and experience level. If you're buying something, check its price at other stores or online. Info about the other party. What are their goals? What limitations might they have? Trying to understand their perspective will help you propose solutions they are more likely to accept. Info about yourself. Get crystal clear on your own interests and your BATNA. It can be helpful to write them down in a list. Tool number 2, the power of listening and I statements. Communication is the engine of negotiation, and 2 parts are especially critical. Active listening. Just as we've talked about in previous episodes, truly listening to understand the other person is key. It helps you uncover their true interests, and it makes them feel respected and heard, which lowers their defenses. Use I statements. When you need to express your needs or feelings, try to start your sentences with I instead of you. This avoids blame and accusation. Example, accusatory, you statement. You never help out with the chores. Constructive, I statement. I feel tired and overwhelmed when I have to handle all of the chores alone. I was hoping we could find a way to divide them up more evenly. The second sentence is much easier to hear and is more likely to lead to a collaborative solution, isn't it? Tool number 3, brainstorm multiple options. Don't get stuck on just one solution. Many people fall into the trap of thinking there's only my way or your way. In reality, there might be a 3rd, 4th, or 5th option that's even better for both of you. How to do it? Invite the other person to brainstorm with you with an open mind. You could say, let's just throw out all the possible ideas we can think of. No judging them yet. Let's just get as many options on the table as possible. Example, back to the AC issue. The options could be 1, turn on the AC, but at a warmer temperature. 2, use a fan instead. 3, set a timer for the AC to turn off late at night. You wear warmer pajamas while your roommate uses a lighter blanket. 5, you offer to chip in a little extra for the electricity bill in exchange for your roommate's comfort. This process transforms the atmosphere from a confrontation into a creative, team-based activity. Having these tools ready means you won't walk into a negotiation with fear, but with the confidence of a well-prepared problem solver. All right, we have the mindset and the tools. Now it's time for the main event. What techniques can help us navigate the conversation smoothly and reach a great agreement? Technique number 1, focus on objective criteria. To prevent the negotiation from becoming a battle of wills, I want this. Well, I can only offer that. Try to bring in objective criteria that both sides can agree are fair. What is objective criteria? It could be market value, industry standards, scientific research, expert opinions, or even company policy. Referencing these external standards makes your proposal feel more legitimate and reasonable, and it takes the emotion and personal feelings out of the equation. Technique number 2, handling difficult situations. Of course, not every negotiation will be smooth sailing. You might encounter someone who is aggressive or uncooperative. The key is not to get pulled into their game. What can you do? Don't react emotionally. If they raise their voice, you must stay calm. Take a deep breath and redirect the conversation back to the problem, not the person. Reframe attacks as questions. Instead of arguing back with, "Your offer is completely unreasonable," try reframing it as a question. "Can you help me understand the reasoning behind that number?" Or, "What's the main concern for you with this proposal?" Asking questions helps you understand their view and de-escalate tension. Take a break. If the conversation is getting too heated, don't be afraid to call a timeout. It's perfectly fine to say, "I think we could both use a short break. How about we come back to this in 10 minutes? A brief pause can work wonders for letting tempers cool. Technique number 3. Summarize the agreement and preserve the relationship. Once you've found a solution that works for both of you, this final step is crucial. Why summarize? To make sure you are both on the same page and there are no misunderstandings. Verbally review the agreement together. Okay, so just to recap, we've agreed that what will be done, by, when, and who will be responsible. Does that sound right to you? For important matters, getting it in writing is a great idea. And on a positive note, no matter the outcome, end the conversation graciously. Thank them for their time and their willingness to talk. Because the goal of a win-win negotiation isn't just to get a good deal, it's to build or maintain a positive relationship for the future. And that is our look at the art of win-win negotiation that we wanted to share with you today. We learned to start by shifting our mindset, to see negotiation as collaborative problem solving, not a battle. We learned to look for underlying interests and prepare our best alternative plan. Then we filled our toolkit with the power of homework, active listening, I statements, and creative brainstorming. And finally, we learned some techniques for the arena, like using objective criteria, handling difficult moments with grace, and closing the deal while preserving the relationship. I want to remind you all that negotiation, like any other skill in life, might feel intimidating at first, but the more you practice, the more confident and capable you will become. You don't have to be perfect the first time. The most important thing is to enter with a genuine intention to find a solution that is fair for everyone, not just for yourself. When you lead with that intention, the energy you bring to the conversation changes, and the other person can sense that sincerity. Thank you so much for tuning in to Grow Every Day. I hope today's episode gives you some useful tools and a little bit of courage to take with you into your life. I'll see you again on the next episode. Until then, happy communicating and happy relationship building. Goodbye.